Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. That was some Dream Loops. If you need to buy an NFT that you can actually own and use that music, yeah, that's what I'm doing with that Dream Loops. And we're going to be talking about some awesome things. We're coming back full circle, and look, we're live right there. You can see ourselves live on, man, that's pretty cool. All right, you can see ourselves live. Look at that. It's almost like the Matrix. I better turn that off. It's getting me weirded out. But if you need a filter like the filter I'm wearing right here, filter requests. We do have a little bit of a backlog due to the popularity. We got a whole bunch of Bored Apes out there now. We'd love to get some wicked craniums in there. Maybe we can talk about maybe getting some crypto monster labs when they're out and freshly minted. And that's what we're going to talk about in a little bit. But right now, right into wicked craniums, it is kind of that time of year, the October time frame. And I put a tweet out there for a wicked cranium, the bones going. And I got a really good response out of it. And I want to bring in one of the founding, I shouldn't say founding bone members, but one of the main, I guess the femur bone in all this. I mean, one major strength bone that holds up the body here. Boobies. Sorry.
Boneless boobies. No, boobs.
There we go. And we're going to be talking to Wicked Craniums. And what we have is one of the epic accounts in all of Wicked Craniums land. And, I was fortunate enough to mint Wicked Cranium, right out of the hatch. Unfortunately, I sold it out too early. But how about you tell us a little bit about your background in the space with how you maybe entered in and got yourself your Wicked Cranium, becoming a Wicked Cranium for the first time?
Yes, for sure, CryptoNovo. It's an honor to be here. Actually, I used to have Twitter in the past, and then at some point I stopped using it. And I've been fledged back on Twitter since February, all thanks to NFTs. I think it's the only reason why I'm on Twitter, and I literally enjoy being on it and following everything that's happening. A good friend of mine, a contemporary artist here on the island in Curacao, Giovanni Zanolino, he actually introduced me to the NFT space, and I was immediately hooked. I was already hooked to crypto back in 2016, and so the whole technology around it was familiar to me. But yeah, really going into NFTs, I think one of the first NFTs that I minted was Meebits, which was a Dutch auction, 2.5 ETH back then. Was pretty costly. I think it was around $8,000 back then to mint a Meebit, and I ended up minting a super rare pig, which to this day I regret selling too early. Made a nice profit on it for sure, but that is how I really got hooked into the space. And back then, Bored Ape Yacht Club was like 0.4 ETH. So yeah, you learn fast, and looking back, some things are painful, but that's all part of the NFT space, right? So at some point I felt, hey, I was always too late with these projects, and then I stumbled upon Wicked Craniums, I think 2 weeks before minting, and I immediately fell in love with the aesthetics of the project. Got in contact with the devs; they were super responsive, so I had a good feeling about it. A lot of people don't know. I don't know if you recall this, but they sold out in 29 minutes, and back then that was huge.
That was really big. And we're going to bring in maybe Santiago, because they're coming out with a minting, somewhat soon. And I want to kind of tie it in because, these things pick up like wildfire real quick. Because I remember when Wicked Craniums picked up, it's a very parallel path to what I'm seeing with our crypto monster labs. Santi, I want to get back to the story here, but I'm sorry. I want to get to a new story here, but I want to come back to the story that you were just talking about. But with the crypto monster labs that are coming in right here, tell us a little bit about this, Santiago.
All right. So like the story is that like a mad scientist who's obsessed with cryptozoology goes out and basically captures like a bunch of cryptids, right? And takes them back to his lab and performs experiments on them. And so for the initial part of a project, initial mint, it'll be a collection of all the monsters that have been captured. And then eventually people will be able to actually take their crypto monsters and create new ones with them. And yeah, we'll still figure out like the mechanics for that, but that'll be pretty cool.
That sounds like a really awesome part of it, where you'll be able to get your monster. So maybe particularly you want to trade that particular that attribute class or that trait. You'll be able to do that. Maybe the tentacles popping out, or the bolts on the cheeks. That's something that might be like something that you can change, huh?
Right. Yeah, you'll be able to sort of combine all the different traits.
Yeah, that sounds wicked. And speaking of combining things, I saw this earlier. I had to retweet this. You combined a couple things here by following Crypto Monster LB, liking, retweeting, and then getting in that Discord. That's where you're going to get all the latest and greatest alpha information. Because also that which is joining us from the crew, your crew, the Crypto Monster Lab crew. We have DropAcid.eth, and we also have Level 23 Media joining us as well. Guys, why don't you tell us a little bit how you guys enter in on the mix of this NFT that's going to be coming out?
Go ahead, Level. You can go first.
DropAcid, you want to take this one?
All right, I'll take it. Thanks for having us on. It's the first time I'm on here. Where is this actually streaming? I'm like, so is this going on Twitter? Or?
We have it on multiple platforms. We actually have it live on Twitch right now at CryptoNovo 311.
Got it.
We also have it on YouTube right now. Oh, you can watch it. You can watch it live, going on action there. And then it's actually just the streaming, which is kind of new. It's live right here. If you just go on CryptoNovo 311 on Twitter and just follow me right there, I think it's just going live action right now. Very similar to Twitter Spaces, but I figured out a way to restream this because it's going live right now.
Well, that is awesome, man. So your platform here streams like all over the place.
You got it. It's free stream, so it's connected to the multiple outlets. I could have probably put it into your guys' Twitter feed as well. This is actually the second time I'm ever doing this. So pioneering my way through this, trying to figure it out myself. It's just like you guys are pioneering your way into the, making an NFT underneath the, man, this is really cool. This, when I saw this, just brought me back just to one, the old movies that I used to watch back in the day, 30 some odd years old, right around the same time leading up to Halloween.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of the inspiration also came from like B movies, and so it's really like a combination of it's like Frankenstein meets cryptozoology. So the whole thing's like a mashup. I mean, like the concept behind it, and then the mechanics and that we'll have in the future, as far as like mashing up your different your crypto monsters.
That's awesome. I like the mashing up effect. Tell us a little bit about some of the monsters you got going on in here. I see like a Sasquatch type looking one, a couple gargoyle looking ones.
Yeah, we actually have like 13 different monsters. We got like lizard man, a dragon, Sasquatch, a chupacabra, and a few others. But yeah,
floating on there. A little bit about the artist behind this, because this what really draws me in, and that's what always draws people into the NFT space. It sounds like you guys are gonna have it pretty well layered, where you're gonna be able to mash these particular creatures together, these monsters together. But tell us a little bit about the artist behind this.
All right. So yeah, I'm an illustrator and motion designer or animator, and I've been doing this for a long time. I used to do like editorial illustration, and I've done design for apparel, just gig posters, like you name it, all kinds of things. And just in this past year, like everybody else, I got into NFTs. A friend of mine actually sent me a text saying, "Hey, have you heard of NFTs? Look into it." And he got me to join. He's actually one of the I think founding members of Ether Cards. And so he got me to join that project, and that's how it all got started for me.
It wasn't Tony Herrera, was it?
Yeah, Tony. Yeah,
I'm a very good friend of Tony Herrera. I've had him on the show many a times. He is pretty much why I'm one of the reasons I'm here today. He encourages me trying to bring new artists on. And just seeing through what you guys have been clicking through here with level 23, I see the Ethereans in there, and the direct connection to the drop that happened down in Mexico with the what was it, the Chaos the Chaos Brothers? Well, I'm sorry.
Or Chaos Duo.
The Chaos Duo. Thank you. So level 23, what's going on with how you're bringing in this is connecting the dots right here from Tony Herrera to crypto monsters, and now we're looping back to the Ethereum. So a little bit about yourself.
Is that Javier?
Yes.
You're up.
Frozen. Is it frozen right there? Maybe is
I think it's
frozen. Yeah.
Frozen in time.
Yeah. So Javier's like our marketing guy, basically.
So he's taking care of the marketing aspect of it, which is extremely important to progress. A little bit about the roadmap that you guys are going to look to investigate further down the road. I know you guys are super close in the action, but I'm looking at the different phases here on one of these lines, and maybe let's see if you back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit about the phases that are going on within the
Okay. So yeah, and also disclaimer, we're still updating, so this will be updated, by tomorrow.
Sure.
But pretty close to what we're gonna have. And so yeah, it's for like the initial initial part of it. We're just gonna drop people into our Discord, and then we're gonna read the the early supporters, with like early minting. And we're right now a giveaway. So we're giving away one of the NFTs from the collection. For anyone that joins our Discord, and let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, also want to and also on the next phase 2, we do want to collaborate with other artists. There's a lot of artists out there I really like that would love to collaborate with. I already talked to the Ethereans, so they're on board. So you'll see maybe some kind of Ethereans in the future.
I love hearing it. I love hearing that alpha here first. That's a good thing to hear. That's what it's about, is that collaboration. It's about working with those other community members. Just like, I'm trying to bridge the monster mash here with the Wicked Craniums. So I'm gonna bring back our Wicked Craniums expert, maybe more from, and I don't want to put words, but are you more of a collector? How does this look from a collector standpoint here, from just the cool ability of these monsters?
Yeah, I would definitely, consider myself a collector and investor. I like to go, big on these types of investments, be it first, crypto a few years back already, but now also with NFTs. And it's almost the thrill of finding those projects that have the potential of really reaching very high levels of maturity and continuous development. And I think as I was saying, this project sold out in 29 minutes, and that was 5 months ago. That was unheard of. I remember going into the minting and being like, I might mint 10 of these. I think they were at 0.08 ETH, but I was looking real time at the sales numbers, and it went so fast that I just ended up minting like 50 or something just out of FOMO. And from there, the price went up real fast. But for some reason, the project has never broken through the 1 ETH barrier. We came very close. There was this crazy day that it exploded. I don't know if you can, get the price chart up, but man, it's almost as if the wicked craniums are, wicked for a reason and plagued in a sense. Anytime that we got momentum, the NFT space would turn into a bear market, or we would have a bugged cranium that could not be bought, and keeping the floor price down. So it's almost funny, but there's been something every time that kind of broke the momentum, and momentum is important with these projects. But what really does it for me, besides developers with a solid track record, is that they continue to deliver value over and over. Just holding craniums in 5 months, we had so many drops from such cool artists. I'm sure you know Pop Wonder. We got a drop from Pop Wonder. We got a drop from Halos. We had art from Archangel, all for holding craniums. But what is perhaps the most interesting is that the developers rolled out a staking mechanism where you would stake your cranium for 28 days. It's actually still ongoing, and the stake will go on until the 26th of October. But the moment you stake your cranium, you would get new NFTs right away. So this is a very innovative way of yielding dividends instead of tokens by giving out new NFTs, which have all been based on collaborations with very cool artists. I mean, Pop Wonder has a floor price on his unique pieces of prices that are really high. But wicked craniums, we never really worried too much about the floor price, but it has really been all about the community. If you go in the Discord, every week there's poker, there's movie night, there's drinking games. It's a tight-knit community. We have some big names that joined Wicked Craniums. Steve Aoki aped in, I think 2 weeks ago. Man, we went all out when we saw that. But you have guys like Marshmallow, you have M Shadows, a lot of musicians. You have some extreme sport dudes that come in there. So it's a really vibing community.
It makes it fun when you have that vibing community in there. And what I actually just noticed right here 2 hours ago, you're still in there. So you're going to be the momentum shaker, I think, right now. You're talking about changing that momentum up, and we'll get it up there because, we are seeing right now a surge in Ethereum. So we're not seeing a lot of people buying NFTs, but it's just like a balloon. When you squeeze one end, the other end inflates. So money's moving into Ethereum, but when people are cashing out that Ethereum, I've seen it time and time again. When the Ethereum goes down, that money goes somewhere. People need to spend that Ethereum on something, my friends, and they spend it right on this NFT space. This is not financial advice. This is trends that I've noticed being in the space for some time. And like you said, right here in this August timeframe, that was, probably a pretty good time when it was a buyer's market in there. And that's, maybe when some more of the popular people started showing up in the Discord. And, I'm going to transition over to the Crypto Monster Labs Discord here, because if you guys sign up and get in this Discord, where is it at? Right here. And you follow Crypto Monster LB and you like and retweet, you can get a free NFT from their upcoming collection right there. All right, I retweeted it. Get it out or retweet it. Santiago and DropAcid, anything to add on to the layers of your guys' NFT that's going to be coming up?
So I don't know, the fact that we're this is for us it's a huge undertaking because we usually I think a lot of collections will do like say one character, a bunch of accessories on it, and here we're doing like 13 different creatures, and they'll have like the heads are different shapes, and there's like poor DropAcid had to do like it's actually like a really like a big undertaking for DropAcid, because I think I've made his life a lot more complicated with the web.
Can I jump in here? With what
Yeah,
he's saying there?
100%. Jump in, defend yourself. Give it back because
First off, I minted Wicked Craniums, and I own 20 of them, so I'm a big holder.
Awesome.
Love that community. Love Dubin. They're awesome. I talk to them all the time. They help me out all the time in what I'm doing. But anyone who wants an insanely good community at an under 1 ETH, just join now. And it's not financial advice, but join now. It's that simple.
Second that.
Oh yeah. So what Santiago's saying is what we quickly realized is, I'm not going to say we're one of the few collections that are going to have 13 different characters in the 10K collection. It's not just, one ape or one cranium with all these traits thrown on it. There's going to be 13 monsters in the first collection. We could have very easily said, oh, we're just going to make 2 monsters the first collection, and we're going to have like 5 more collections later. We're putting all 13 in the first collection because, like Santiago was saying, you have to find. Like, this is the finding party. You have to go out and find all the monsters. I think I'm making his life hell because I'm a perfectionist and trying to do something that isn't done that often. I mean, we have 13 different characters that all have their own traits. So it's kind of, we're generating each monster separately. And he has to create traits differently for every monster, all 13 monsters. So I think his life is worse than mine right now.
Does that include the sheep Sasquatch that I'm looking at right here? I mean, that is just ingenious.
Yeah, sheep squad. It'll be part of the collection too. Yeah. No, yeah, it's actually been a pretty cool like working as a team. I haven't really done like sort of this sort of team project with other people like this in a while, and it's been awesome because I come up with my ideas, and then with DropAcid, he comes back to me and goes like, well, maybe like we could use like more different like colors or patterns for the, and then I go back, do my thing, and then come back, and then it's like magic. It's funny. Like I look at what we were doing. I'm like, fuck, I'm just like blown away by the things that we're coming up with. So like we're really excited and want to be able to share all that once we finalize all the different creatures.
Yeah, I think Santiago came up with a terrific idea. I mean, Santiago, if you look at his work, I work very closely with Tony Herrera. He's the one that introduced me to the NFT space years ago, back in 2016. He's like, hey, look at this. We started showing me CryptoPunks at the time. In Tony's office, there's been this beautiful painting that Santiago made years ago. I don't know if you remember it, Santiago, but that piece is incredible. Tony is actually getting the coolest frames I've ever seen to frame that and put it in his brand new house. So I've been a fan of Santiago for many years. I've seen some of his early work and how he's been evolving as an artist. I'm a huge fan. So for our team to be involved in a project where Santiago is the lead artist, it's such an honor.
Well, thanks for saying that.
It's almost like being able to work with like your friend, hero, and then all of a sudden it's turning into your friend from it sounds like. And I see a lot of that in NFT space, and that just adds to the success of a lot of these NFTs, which we see, and even if it's coming from a collector standpoint and not someone from the development of it, where everyone wants to see each other succeed, and then all of a sudden you're pulling all on the same rope at the same time in the space, trying to lead to success. And that's usually how it is led to success, is by having that constant communication and having, that be able to shoot ideas back and forth. If it's from DropAcid to Santiago to, get the idea across, but then coming from, your level of the marketing aspect of it. How have you seen, in what directions do you want to see this thing grow into?
Well, let me take that one. shout out to Tony Herrera. I spend a lot of time with him. He shows me every single day some of the coolest collections that are coming out. He spends the time, hey, look at this one. I've been part of this project for quite a while. I've been part of this one. And he has been pushing to work with Santiago and the team for a very long time. Now, Crypto Monster Lab has, the sky's the limit. I mean, we want to take this project as far as we can take it. I mean, we can do, the roadmap is super solid. The team is super solid. With the community is going to get behind it. We're looking forward to ideas to take Crypto Monsters to a whole new level. The commitment to this project for the long term is here. All of us behind it want to see Santiago's creations reach every corner of the world, because to be seen by everybody in the NFT community. You don't get to see art like Santiago's every day. So for us to be able to promote this to the entire NFT community, that's our main objective.
And that's what I'm trying to do. And you know what's really funny is I've had the support of Tony Herrera because he wants to have more artists be seen. And he, I don't know. I think he views me as one of those outlets where you guys can come on and talk about your NFTs and your art and the friendship based around this community, because that's what it's about. And, you know, I'm thankful for the wisdom that he's taught me. I'm thankful for the alpha that he's dropped on me. And I'm thankful for all the people that he's onboarding through just simple communication of being a nice person. And we've always claimed them as being the nicest person in the NFT space, and which he is, you know. And we actually made an AR filter just like this for him, which you can walk and maybe not walk, but he can talk. He can walk and talk if he had his cell phone and do it that way. But you guys are looking for, you know, things to do in this space, you know, maybe in the roadmap. And I know that your guys' roadmap is I don't want to say a moving target, but there's moving pieces to it. And if you want to maybe make some AR filters like this as a community wallet, we can start looking into that, because I think these monsters are pretty wicked, and I love these types of monsters, and I love these types of exact type of film genre that I grew up in myself, where it's just like just mixed NFTs, and I like the meshability on it. Whose idea or what concept? Who can speak about the mashability within these NFTs? Because I think that's going to be a pretty interesting thing if that can get figured out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll let DropAcid talk about the technical part, but I came up. I mean, initially my idea was to like the mashup was going to be the original sort of collection, but then the guys, well, no, actually, it'd be cool to have just all the monsters just sort of like, you know, before the mashup, and that'd be part of a story. Like, you know, they're captured, they're that's like the first collection, and then once you have the actual, you know, the original monsters, then you can create like your sort of like the mashup of the monsters. But DropAcid, he'll be more involved with the actual mechanics of making that happen.
Yeah, we have many different ideas for the lab. So the lab will not be, you know, mashups and you're done. The lab will be
the lab. I love it. It's the lab, and that's what it's going to be about. You can go in there and mix it up, and like, you know, prior, I want to say hesitant, but you're like, you know, the roadmap changes. Well, heck yeah, it changes. You know how long a week is in the crypto space? I've been telling people just like dog years, times it by 7. So 1 week's like 7 weeks. So like, if you're saying X, Y, and Z, I'm going to do in a week, man, give yourself a break, because anything can happen in that week's time. And I love your guys' knowledge of just, hey, you know what? We're going to be a little bit flexible on this. We're going to get the people something cool that they want to put out there. And you know what? The roadmap here and what you have going on here, you even say, yeah, it is a moving target, you know, and it doesn't matter what the target is as long as it's cool. And what I've seen right here, and I guys, I didn't know much about this crew at all. You know, you're linked in with Tony Herrera, obviously cool, check mark. You got awesome monsters right here, creature-looking characters that I like personally, so I'm biased on it, and I'm allowed to do that because I'm a collector, and art is in the eye of the beholder. And at the end of the day, what comes down to the end of it is I like cool things from cool people, and that's generally what these eyes behind these big shades goes towards. So I mean, DropAcid, I hate to cut you off and all that, but man, you guys are setting this up for success. You guys are lining it up. I just can't stop staring at it, and I'm not even really doing my job. I'm just sitting here as a fan of art, because I guess I'm an art collector nowadays, and I enjoy this. I don't make anything. I just look at cool things and find cool things, and I think I found a little nugget right here.
Cool.
I appreciate that. Your comment.
No, yeah, we're like super pumped about it. And as far as like the roadmap being flexible, yeah, for sure. We have so many ideas, and obviously we can't do it all, right? So we have to kind of like narrow it down, and we also want to get. I mean, it's not just like us saying like, okay, we're gonna do this for the community, but we also like want to tap into the community and see what they want as well, right? Because it's really about them. So once we start growing our Discord, we want to start, like trying to figure that out too. See like how can they see, maybe like the roadmap maybe might, change based on like the needs of the community as well.
Yeah, it always evolves. We see it in all the Discords all the time of what they want to do within, a particular project, the strengths of what the community actually wants out of their NFT. So I mean that's just a good mold and mix. I want to swing back to Wicked Craniums again because we are around the monster Halloween time. That's why I don't know. That was my my transition into bringing both of these NFTs into light now because we might, and I have seen, an uptick in NFTs based around holiday types things where you're seeing like pumpkins come out and you're seeing different things, circulating. So, I mean, with this, I bet you we are going to see a lot more Wicked Cranium Halloween type things coming up. Is there any events? You're probably armpit deep in the knowledge of the Wicked Cranium space. What events do they have coming up, for this time of year for the Wicked Craniums?
Yeah, I'm happy you asked. Actually, we have the Bone Shake. We had one in LA already, which was a gathering of all the Wicked Craniums that could make it there. But the next Bone Shake will be our biggest yet, and it's going to be in New York in the week of NYC NFT conference. And we will have a huge gathering on Times Square. So we actually managed to lock in different billboards, digital billboards that throughout the day will be displaying Wicked Craniums on Times Square. And that's really going to be something, spectacular. Wicked Craniums from all around the world are going to New York, are going to meet up at Times Square. Take photos with the billboards in the background, and all types of gatherings those days around it. The Sunday will be in Central Park with a nice picnic. So I feel that in New York, many of the diehard Wicked Cranium members will finally have an opportunity to meet each other physically. So yeah,
I'm sorry. Do you know the exact date on that? Is it on Halloween itself?
I believe it's right
Halloween's on a
before
Sunday.
it. If you check out the announcements in the Discord, you will find it. It's posted in there. But I believe it's right in the week of NYC NFT.
The reason I ask is this CryptoPunk is a speaker at NYC or NFT NYC, and I will be out there that week.
Yeah.
And I want to meet up with some friends, and heck, maybe I got to get maybe I have to get a Wicked Cranium before then, and join you guys right out in the middle of that mix because.
I even heard a rumor that they managed to reserve a club that is normally reserved by the likes of Rihanna and Travis Scott, and they're gonna have a wicked party there. So it's gonna be amazing. And always felt, or at least, as you said, a day in NFT space is like a week. But I always felt that the time for Craniums to really take off, symbolically at least, would have to coincide with Halloween. It's been an OG Skull NFT project, with a crazy community. So if there was ever a domain for us to claim, that was Halloween. Yeah, we're still not there. A few days up to Halloween, and a lot can happen. Obviously, we're in this NFT winter, if you want to call it, at the moment. But it's an exciting time, and like I said, the community is not too focused on the floor, but we're really on it, focused on it for the long term. And quickly linking this to Monster Lab, what I really like about the work, guys, by the way, is the design is unique. I was looking at it, throughout the stream, and it really grows on you. It's not like anything I've seen, in the NFT space. And obviously, I'm looking at these projects the whole day. But I really, really like this design. It grows on you, and in that sense already, besides the mashing of all the traits and all that, I feel you guys are bringing something very unique to the space. And yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm digging it. So congrats on the Crypto Monster Lab.
Thank you. I think I've always. Yeah, thank you. I've always thought. I've known that my art is sort of like an acquired taste. it takes a few minutes for it to kind of sing.
That's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, it has come together. I like the art of it well. That's what, totally grew on me when I first clicked on it. You guys reached out to me. I like go-getters. I like people like, hey, Novo, we got some good stuff coming out. And, I loved lining up just the date. You guys are simple to work with, with good people here. With the back to the Wicked Craniums here, it is Bones time. It is that Halloween time. I remember this was the first major project that got released, like almost like an OG original, like a release when everyone was back in the space, and people are going to look back at the pillars of what has made NFTs. And it was like that true entry point where you can get in at that Wicked Cranium price and be able to, have a huge, 10,000 pieces. The owners, I remember everyone had like 8-10 of them at the time. Everyone just minted as many as they can. And then you look at how many people are on. Look at that. How many followers you guys have? 30,000 on. Oh, I better get the better screen up here. Looking at my face. 30,000 followers here on Twitter, and it just shows, it is making that longevity, that test of time, and people are looking up to this project. WickedCraniums.com are right there if you need to check it out and get your bones checked before this holiday season. How about your favorite, real quick, while we got you on here? I know that you have a favorite Wicked Cranium.
Sure.
But how about what's another random number that you like?
I want to jump in here real quick. There's actually 4.3K unique holders because we're staking.
Yeah.
So I stated that wrong, huh? So that
4,000. I think 4,000 are
owners. So that's not even right, huh?
No, it's
if you scroll down the description,
So because of the staking mechanism, all of the craniums that have been staked for 28 days have been moved temporarily to one wallet, which has, diminished the unique ownership on OpenSea. But indeed, as DropAcid is indicating, this 26th of October, all of these craniums will be released again. So I think we'll be close to 5,000 unique owners right before Halloween.
Wow.
And that will also coincide with the release of a comic page, a Wicked Cranium comic page that has been part of the staking mechanism. So there's so much happening right before Halloween for Wicked Craniums that, it's just an exciting period to see, how all of that pans out.
Man, that's awesome. There's a ton to look forward to. I mean, that you got the Bone meetup, you got a ton of things. NYC. Maybe you'll see this crypto. Are you going to be out there by chance? Is that what your thought is?
I was planning on going 100%, but I'm becoming a father next month, and
Hey, congratulations! Better get some sleep now.
Yeah, man. Not getting a lot of sleep because of NFTs, but hey, loving it nonetheless. But
Hey,
yeah,
man, family first. You know what? Family
first, for sure.
Maybe I'll get a picture, a selfie with your wicked cranium in the background, and spread the love.
Yeah, if you check out my Twitter profile pic, you'll see my favorite cranium. That's my forever cranium. I'm never selling that one. Yeah, that's the Golden O King.
I'm the king. I love it. That looks wonderful. It looks great. That's the diamond hand forever there. I appreciate having it on. JR, our token. He's going to be he actually timed up his child's birth around NFT NYC, so he might be missing that too. He's been telling me, but you know what? Always family first. Legend in the house. I appreciate it, Jack Gallagher. We do have a legend, and that's what this is. The story is made out of legends, and keep telling the story. You're invited back anytime to talk about wicked craniums. Maybe we live stream when I'm out in New York, and get you a little closer to the action, and see what we can do, and you could share that love with the family, and the wicked cranium love family can share that love right back at you. So I appreciate you coming on. I want to wrap up with our friends here with Monster Lab, because I want everyone to start getting on their Discord so they can get the brand new news. All right. Santiago, give us like the 2-minute elevator pitch right here for where they can go, what they're looking for, and what they can look forward to next. Maybe like 30 seconds on each.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So start by going to our Twitter, the post about the giveaway, and then head over to the Discord so you can, hopefully win an NFT. And I'm going to be one thing that I want to do is I want to start maybe showing some work in progress in the Discord. So, but head on over, and then maybe we'll do like a little live, streaming of me working on the monsters.
That is awesome. You know what? Keep us posted on that. DropAcid.eth. So what do we have moving on next that we get to look forward to? Any dates in particular? Anything to that we should keep our fixed big shades eyed in on?
Yeah. I got one secret thing that I'll announce on your show, man, just for you. Just a little tidbit for you.
I love it.
I've been working on minting technology that I can go to let's say Wicked Craniums, and pretty much just go on our Discord and say, you guys can mint anytime you want. And it's a contract to contract communication. So I just verify that I can verify from calling the Wicked Craniums contract, verify they have ownership, and let them mint anytime. But we're going to be talking to probably 4 or 5 different established OG communities to give them pretty much a week-long mint window to do it whenever they want. So we're working on all the details for that.
I think you said that in front of the right people. I know one other mega collector who's actually down underneath me on the stream, if it's set up properly, that might be interested in that. Behind these tassels right here, these ears, we're definitely listening to that alpha information, because man, that'd be cool, and that can just show that collaboration, that communication between these things, very similar to the electricity that we are seeing that's being charged through our squid-like monster. I'm sorry, I don't know its name yet. What kind of monster?
It's a kraken.
That is awesome. And we have the bolts and the bolts of lightning going through there to charge the particles in that brain mass of it is, or whatever monster it's going in that head of his. And man, my imagination is going wild with this. I'm going to wrap it up now so we can get more people back on to the rest of their day here. I want to thank Level 32. Thank you very much for hopping on the cast and talking about
Thank you.
the
And
cool
I
stuff
also
in
want to
there.
thank everybody. I also want to thank everybody behind the scenes that have made this possible. There's a lot of
Hey,
people
take
that are
your
working.
time. Take your time and list them all because they need to be heard. Because they're not on the stream, but they might be watching. They need to be heard about this through this process.
There's so many to mention. I don't want to leave anybody out. You know who you are. I want, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all your hard work. And this is the level of commitment from the entire team to this project, to Santiago's vision, to the support that Tony Herrera brought to the entire team. I couldn't be more thankful. Santiago, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate your work and thank you for letting us be part of your project. Drop Acid, you're the man. There's nobody I'd rather be working with in this project than you. And everyone else on the team, thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to taking Crypto Monsters to the next level.
And that's what it's about. I'm here to help you guys come back on when you have the best news available because I want people to hear that news straight from the people themselves. And that's what I'm going to try to bring each and every time that I can stream with good people and good friends. And I've learned a lot today. Just how the same people keep popping up in the circles around these successful projects, with Tony. Then we're linking it all the way back to Wicked Craniums. All right, I got a little outro music here. I got my dream loops going on. I like a little head bobbing before we get on out of here. And thanks to all my guests that popped in this evening. If you missed it or just caught the end of it, you can catch it on YouTube right there. You can also catch it on Twitch if you're one of those Twitchsters. And, man, I think it's playing live action right there as well on Twitter. But you need that filter, you know where to get it right here at the Novoverse. Hop on my Discord. Very big what up and thanks to those Wicked Craniums. Back over to the Monster Labs. And this is CryptoNovo saying stay positive and love life. Peace.
CryptoNovo, thank you.
Man.
Crypto monsters are real. Thank you.
It's very real.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Much
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.